back again, back at Casa de Warren, to quote the great Deion Sanders, if you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you play good. Play good, pay good. This is the last recording session of the year, man, so, yeah, we're in here suited and booted, man, ready to...
Suited and booted.
Yeah.
Well, he is. I'm not.
Ready to rock and roll.
He said he was gonna dress up.
Yeah, man.
And I was like, he's just joshing around. And then he shows up in a freaking suit and tie.
Well, no tie.
I mean, we can call it tie.
Yeah, I got, yeah, man. Figured, we'd do it up for the last session of the year. This is big. We're, been at this a while. I figured, add a little professionalism into the schism.
I don't think people are watching us for our professionalism.
No, probably not.
They probably just all clicked away as soon as they saw you in the suit. They're like, this isn't what I want.
I didn't come here for taco meat. But, maybe an episode, maybe the second episode, I'll let the taco meat breathe a little bit. And, get it going, man. So are we talking the finale of the fucking Arcane?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god,
you
man.
You know it.
I cried. I'm not gonna lie. I cried.
What part?
Just all of episode 7 was just so sad,
good.
Man. Like,
so good.
It's not fair, like, that they basically let us see what it would have been like had Powder had a chance to grow up, and it was just like, oh my gosh, dude, like, what an emotional roller coaster, what a...
That was, it was great. It was a good time. They did Echo. Honestly, worth not seeing him for 3 straight episodes. They did him so good. They did that man so good.
Yeah, I figured he would get his own episode, but goodness, man, like, wow. I don't even, like, I feel like it was so unfair for him as well, and not even just for him, but his variant in that episode as well, because now Powder is stuck with the lame duck version of him, like, knowing that there's this cooler, badass, rugged freedom fighter version of him that, like, fell in love with her over the course of, like, what, just a few days? Or, like... How, like,
something like that.
It
seemed like a week or so.
Really give us a lot of guidance on like how much time is passing.
I think it was like around a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But man, like it was just so sad to see that like what they could have been, if not for one zig instead of a zag. You know what I mean?
Well, the last song of season 1 was titled "What Could Have Been."
Oh no, I didn't catch that. Wow.
That was of season 1 though, so.
Yeah.
But is this piece here? But yeah, that was
Is this upside down?
And the frickin' Heimerdinger song and the French song?
Oh my gosh, dude! Like, come on, yeah, man. Like, he was hiding that the whole time. Like, he just had the voice of an angel, Like,
yeah,
what the fuck, man? Where was this?
That was crazy. That was straight up wild. Again, for people who have no idea what we're talking about, we're talking about the show Arcane. It's on Netflix.
Yes.
Go watch it.
Yes.
Seriously, it's so
do
good.
yourself a favor.
It's fantastic.
I feel bad that it took me so long to get on board, like, there's a lot of time wasted.
Now, I will say I do have to rate it 0 out of 10 because there was no Blitzcrank cameo.
So that killed everything.
Unfortunately, yeah, a little sad that I have to rate it 0 out of 10 for that.
That does suck, man.
Yeah, unfortunate. And I did realize that in season 1 they had Caitlyn's hat. I think I was telling you, I don't think it was on the podcast, but I was telling you that they need to have Caitlyn's hat.
Yeah.
They did have it in season 1. So I just missed that. But maybe they have Blitzcrank in there somewhere and I just missed it?
Maybe.
But they freaking had Swain cameo before Blitzcrank cameo.
Now, who was Swain again?
You never saw the guy. You just saw his pet bird. And the very last scene, or one of the very
last
scenes.
The raven.
The bird with like 3 eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a reference to Swain, who's another general of Noxus, like the warmonger lady is.
Yeah.
He's kind of her status. But they just put him in there just for no fucking reason. It was like, why is he here? He hasn't been in the show at all.
Maybe that was an indicator that like you said, the next series will be about him.
Maybe, which makes me sad because I really didn't want it to be Noxus.
Oh no.
No, it wasn't. I don't know. They already had a decent amount of Noxus in season 1 or in show 1.
Yeah.
So I didn't really feel like they needed to.
You didn't feel like it was necessary.
Yeah, I feel like if you're gonna just keep it in Noxus, then why are you making it another show? Why wouldn't you just make it a season 3? You know?
Oh well, yeah, maybe. Well, I don't know. Maybe that is a good question though, because why not just call it season 3? Like, but they have come out and concrete said that there will not be a season 3.
Yeah, that's over.
Oh, wow.
Arcane is done. It's Jover, but they are making another show. So it won't be with our favorite lads, but it might be with Swain. Maybe Ambessa might make an appearance, a cameo or something. That was crazy though. That they just like killed Ambessa like that.
Now I'm terrible with names.
The Warmonger lady.
Oh, you didn't want her to die?
No, well, she's a playable character in the game, so you kind of felt like she had plot armor a little bit.
Oh.
And then they just offed her, and you were just like, oh man.
I mean, fuck her, man.
Yeah, she was kind of
bad
an
lady. Yeah.
was kind of straight up just a bad person.
Sometimes, you gotta go. You gotta go.
Like, what was her reasoning for doing the last invasion? Like, what? Because like,
I don't understand what would have come of it other than just more power. But
I was like, did they have to do the invasion to get Victor to the Hex Gates so that he could, make the immortal soldier? Like, did Victor have to get to the Hex Gates to make the immortal soldiers that Warmonger lady wanted?
Maybe that's
is
what I'm
that is that
like,
why? Like, that's got to be it, right?
That's the only reasonable explanation for her to kill all of those people.
Yeah, because it just seemed real pointless.
Yeah.
At the end there, I guess it must have been that. But how did you feel about the timey-wimey interstellar bullshit that they did?
With hooking everyone up to one hive mind?
No, like the fact that Victor went back in time to cause the things that made him who he was, but also to stop who he was.
I mean, if you've ever played, which I doubt that you have, but there was this game for PlayStation 3, I want to say. It was called Infamous, and that was kind of the plot of that. There was a lot of tropes that have been done before. I mean, granted, they did put their own flavor on it, but like I was saying in the Discord too, that episode 8 was basically the infinite Tsukiyomi, which is kind of that was the plot for the big bad of Naruto. He wanted to stop all conflict by hooking everyone up to one hive mind. But in that scenario, everybody got to live their greatest dream at the very least. But
so it was good for them to be in the hive mind?
I mean, I don't find an argument against it, honestly. I can't find one.
I think Arcane did a pretty good job arguing against it.
Well, no, honestly, no, I take that back. Because in Naruto, if you got locked into the infinite Tsukiyomi, basically this giant tree grew out of the ground and encased you in one of its bulbs. And it did eventually suck all of the life out of you. But, it's a life where you're in an infinite dream. All of your wants and desires come true and you're just living your best life.
You're just living a fake life.
Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, it's kind of a fair trade-off if you think about it.
I don't want to live a lie. Come on.
I mean, if it's a really good one.
No.
And you're not aware of it? I don't know, man.
No.
I think we found the debate of this episode. But yeah, because that was basically Victor's plan, too. Everybody hooked up to one hive mind where there's no conflict, no war, no suffering. Granted, they were all just standing still, but...
Yeah, I mean, you saw his dream in episode 7. It didn't seem very great.
I mean, it wasn't that bad.
What do you mean it wasn't that
everybody
bad?
was chilling, man.
There was it was, what did he call it? He called it, just fields of dreamless solitude.
Yeah.
It's dreamless.
No murder, no sickness.
No. But are you really living, though? Are you really alive?
You're not dead. You're breathing.
I mean, it kind of seemed like they were.
I mean,
they really weren't moving.
They were chilling, man.
They really weren't moving.
They weren't fiending for that stuff that they were hooked on anymore. That's what I mean. Honestly, dude, if Science Face hadn't came and donked Victor with the hammer, and then everybody started freaking out when they got cut off from him, you know what I mean? Before that, everybody was just standing around planting crops and hanging out in the fields. It didn't seem that bad. Considering
Yeah,
they
but
were just living in the gutter.
What was it going to
withdrawing.
turn into eventually when Victor lost his mind and went too far?
But see, if nobody would have messed with him, what reason would he have had to lose his mind? Like, they were chilling, man.
He's a man who just keeps going, bro. He doesn't stop.
And then, he was hanging out with the lady that he was in love with, in their little cosmic space honeymoon.
That was not her. That was,
just like a...
That was him thinking that he's talking to someone.
Like his own weird way of coping.
Yeah, because she fucking died, man.
Well, she died. Well, yeah, she got vaporized. But, they were there hanging out in space. It was pretty cool, man. I don't know. I think old Jace, a.k.a. Science Face, I think he kind of spoiled the day, man. Because there would have been no reason for Vi and Jinx's dad to flip out. Granted, he was a werewolf beast monster man, but, they could have made it work, man. He messed up everything, dude. He really did. But I do commend him in the sense that, he kind of knew he was messing up everything, but he made a promise to his bro.
Yeah.
It was all about the power of friendship, at the end of the day. Which, that was really cool. I did
the power of friendship. We all know you're a fan of the power of friendship.
Oh, yeah, dude. That's fucking anime 101. Nothing beats the power of friendship. It's
Well, apparently, a time bomb beats the power of friendship. Or at least facilitates.
They still got their way at the end of the day. Fuck everybody else and what they wanted. They really did fuck up a lot of people's lives. But, ultimately when they decided what they wanted to do, they did it.
Who? I'm missing you.
Jace and Victor, yeah? Didn't they kind of, they just blipped away and was our bad, sorry, we'll
I don't know where the hell they went.
We'll just go.
Did they die? Did they, where are they?
This one channel I watched thinks that they just kind of blinked out of existence. They just were
See, I hate that answer. Because then, Victor from the game is, in existence for all of, 24 hours or something.
Well, okay, so, and granted, totally different style of video game, but Mortal Kombat per se. Granted, there's a bunch of characters that you can pick and play during the game, but if you go by what happens in the story of those games, a lot of those characters die.
Yeah, but are they only around for 3 minutes?
Well, that's fucking Mortal Kombat, man. They always have a reason to come back, But no, yeah, that shit happens in games, man. Everybody doesn't live throughout the campaign,
I don't need him to live the whole time, but I need him, because, in, his version in the game, right, is his, final scene.
Oh, where he's, Super Space Jesus?
Yeah.
That's oh, so that's what you're running around as? How's that? How does anybody hurt him?
It's a video game, right?
Well, yeah, okay, yeah, you do get to play as the boss characters every now and again, but,
they did a rework on him. So, before... Or what he still is right now is he was his old version, and freaking everyone hates the rework. So they made him pretty much more like how he is in the show, which isn't necessarily too bad, but it doesn't make any sense at all.
That anyone can damage him when he's like that?
No, that he just, I don't know. It's I need to freaking figure out what the hell they want from me here. I can't tell. They literally just want me like this. This doesn't seem... I suppose maybe. We'll try it. In the game, he was he had a walking cane, which was Victor in season 1 had a walking cane. He has a walking cane, he has the third hand. That's the thing you think of when you think of Victor, is you think of the third hand. If you're playing the game. He has his third hand. And then he has his cane, and he has his laser beam, and all that stuff. And then, in the show, right, they just show him, transcending, going through the glorious evolution, right? And then he just, wakes up and he just has the laser beam third hand. For no reason. They didn't say where he got it from, why it's there.
Oh,
no rationale for that.
They were going to flesh that out a little bit.
Yeah, they just, he just walked in and he's just here I am. And then he they made him have the stuff they had from the game, right? His third hand and his laser beam, right? But then they didn't make him look like his game version, like, at all. Which is, like, fine. The community kind of knew they were going to change that a little bit in the game. But, like, he's so skinny now. Like, he used to be, you know, not buff or anything, but he used to be, like, pretty, you know, a guy. You know, a human being, right?
Yeah.
But, like, now in the game, they're reworking him, and he's, like, everyone's calling him a twink, because he's just so fucking skinny. And they kind of, like, made some of his skins just, like, way worse. People are not super happy with the Victor rework in the game.
But you think they did it solely for the show?
I guess. I mean, they didn't even change his abilities that much. Like, I thought they were going to completely change a couple of his abilities.
Yeah.
And they just didn't. They just, like, made one better. Like, it wasn't even, like, a change. It was just a buff. And then it was just like, okay, like, what... Yeah, it was just... I don't know what the thinking was there. Because, like, if they were going to change him so dramatically, why did they add the third hand and the laser beam in the show? Like, just out of nowhere. Right? Because, like, you watching the show, you're like, why does he have the third hand and the laser beam?
I thought that was just part of his, like, evolution into cosmic Jesus.
He has to have a laser beam for that? Like, it doesn't make any sense that he has that, right? The only reason it makes sense is because, like, that's his, like, MO from the game, but then they just, like, changed his thing in the game so much, it's like, it's not even really his MO anymore. But, I think it'll probably just blow over. I think they just made him so skinny, and, like, some of his skin's just, oh my gosh, I hope they fix the Deathsworn skin, 'cause the Deathsworn skin was a skin they had, and it was like he had like an aura about him, like a death aura. You know, it was like a teal
wafted off of him.
Yeah, it was kind of like a ghostly teal, you know, aura that would come off of him. And then they just kind of changed it to have like no aura, and it's just he glows, and it's like, what the fuck? Give us the aura back. Oh shit!
Man. Ultimately, though. Now, do you think Jinx survived?
I think they left enough clues to insinuate that she did.
Yeah.
Although I think the story would have just been better if she did not.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think at the very least she deserved to survive, man. And
you think so? I think it's just a great ending if she just sacrifices herself for her sister. I think that's just beautiful.
But talk about a fucking raw deal, though. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I just feel like she deserved better. Like, she didn't get a chance to, like, you know, live a normal life by any means, you know, at any point. You know, anytime things, like, even went, like, a little good, like, you know, here comes something else to just give her another excuse to be a fucking maniac, you know? It was just so sad, dude.
Yeah. That's how it is, man. It's not supposed to be a good ending, you know? It's supposed to be the ending of the story.
Now, did you think, I mean, granted, every series has its fan service, but in which it was very tasteful.
The Sesbian Lex?
Yeah, and it was so cliche though, like in a prison cell of all places.
It's so weird. I was so uncomfortable watching that.
Yeah, there's still time. Like, trace her footsteps. You could have chased her. You know what I mean? But no, like, we gotta just bone real quick, like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I was like, man, like, you know, 13-year-old me would have been loving this, but this is just the timing of this is. I mean, but I guess they, you know, like, if they wanted to do fan service, like, there really wouldn't have been any appropriate time.
I mean, I would have taken a Blitzcrank cameo over a frickin'...
It was pretty classy, though, considering the unnecessary placement of it. You know?
I mean, yeah, like, I mean, it wasn't, like, the worst thing ever, but it was just, like... Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, here's the thing about Blitzcrank, okay, that you don't understand. Blitzcrank's entire lore, like, his whole thing, is that he was made by Victor. Like, that's his whole thing. He's a robot, and he was made by Victor. Okay. And you're going to have this whole ass story all about Victor, and you're not going to include Blitzcrank in it.
Oh, why not use his right-hand man, basically?
I mean, I don't know if they're a right-hand man, but, like, just, like, you could just have, like, just a scene where it's showing, like, one of Victor's books, and, like, he just has, like, drawings in it of like Blitzcrank's head. Like that's all I need.
Oh, you just wanted them to acknowledge his existence.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
some way, like.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they were just like, no, we're not gonna. I was like, fuck you.
Well, I mean, would that have made more sense if instead of using the beastly version of Vi and Jinx's dad, if they had used Blitzcrank to like storm the Capitol?
No.
Oh no, he's not like a.
No.
He's not like a big sentinel.
No. He's I mean, they could have done that. It wouldn't have made any sense with his current lore, but like the things they did to Singe don't make sense with his current lore either. So
I mean, is Blitzcrank a good guy? I know there's no like on paper good guy.
I mean,
is he not just like evil for the sake of being evil?
He was made by Victor back before Victor was a maniac, to like help people in the Undercity.
Mm.
So what the hell is going on here? What is going on here, man?
What's going on?
Okay, I think I have. Apparently, I built this section wrong, but we're not going to worry about it because I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I don't really know. It's probably fine. But dude, the Swain cameo was like just ugh. It was like why?
Now, does
why
this
is
guy,
Swain
suck?
cameo?
Does he suck in the game? Is he not a fun character?
No, he's pretty fun. It's just it makes no sense for him to be there at the very end. After everything's said and done, it's all been concluded. You know, we've had our big conclusion. They're like, here's Swain.
Mm.
It's like, why Swain of all people? Just I don't know.
You don't think they'll find a way to do him justice?
I hope so, but like then the only way they can do him justice is if their next show they do is based in Noxus.
Yeah.
Which I mean, it'll be a good show no matter what they do, but it definitely wouldn't be my first pick.
Well, you never know. They might surprise us. I'm definitely intrigued. I'll say that because like even the dreadlock lady, she redeemed herself. I feel.
Yeah, she's pretty cool. And then her mom still died.
Yeah.
Tried to save her mom, kills mom instead. Classic move. We've all been there.
I mean, she was out of control though, man. Like, I think she kind of lost the plot herself. You know what I mean? Like, I think.
Yeah, it just like we said earlier, she just like, you know, just decided to invade a whole ass city for pretty much no fucking reason.
Yeah.
Just to, like, what, make your soldiers super to lose all their humanity?
Well, and then, who was even left to fight at that point? I mean, I guess there's, like, other places they could have invaded, but, like...
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of, yeah.
Yeah?
You gotta remember, like, that where that whole thing took place is one city in a whole ass world.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's definitely more things for them to conquer. Probably most notably Ionia, which is essentially the equivalent to the entirety of Asia. Is probably what they wanted the super soldiers for, I would assume, because that's kind of a thing in the lore where Noxus is always just trying to take over Ionia, and Ionia is like, please no, we're innocent Asians, don't hurt us. Yeah. So maybe that's what they'll do in the next show. They'll show Noxus trying to take over. And like also a Swain cameo before an Urgot cameo. Again, just like what it's just like of all the cameos to put, why was it Swain? I think that's the thing that just irks me. Is it's just like you had so many other options.
So is he just not that big a deal?
No, he's just from a different fucking area of the damn planet, dude. Like, it's like imagine you got a show and it's based around like New York City.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's like you got all your classic New York City people. You know, you got like Trump. You got who else is big in New York City? I don't fucking know.
Mayor Giuliani.
You got Mayor Giuliani, whatever. You got everyone you know from New York. They're all there. There's a couple people from New York that aren't there, but it's like they didn't really for the story, whatever. And then you just have some guy at the very end of the show from fucking Europe show up, and he's just like, "Hey, I'm here too." And it's like, "What are you doing here, man?"
Maybe it's like the show telling you like next season's in Europe.
But there isn't another season. There's wholly another show.
Well, the next story's in Europe.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I hope that's what it is, because otherwise it really makes no sense. But it does just make me a little upset that it's going to be in Europe, because not a European fan.
Oh, no?
No, not really. I mean, again, I think it'll be there. There's a lot of good characters, and again, it'll be good no matter where they put it. But it is just like, man.
Oh no.
You know, where's my Blitzcrank cameo, man? Like, why? Come on, man. How are you gonna do me like that? Very sad.
Well, sounds like a sad story, man.
0 out of 10.
Damn.
Unlucky. Nah, but in all honesty, it was really good. I obviously liked it. I think, like, for a game fan, I think they did every character, they did them great for the game except for Victor, which we've already gone over. Echo, they did him just, like, way too well for the game. It was like they didn't have to do him that well, and they just decided to. Like, they could have done some other things. I guess the only thing they didn't really do with Echo is they didn't call his invention what it is. Because in the game, his time machine's called the Z Drive.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think they said Z Drive anywhere in the show, which I guess maybe would have been a bit of fan service, but, that wasn't really necessary at all. Not really that big of a deal. Oh, man. What a great show.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I would recommend it to anybody that likes, like, fantasy and steampunk-esque vibes.
Or if you just like good music, apparently.
Yeah, that too.
Just go watch episode 7. Like, if you don't like anime, you don't want to watch it, just go watch episode 7 of season 2. It's got probably the 2 best songs in the whole show. I would say. You think there's any better songs?
I especially with what was going on, man. No, it was perfect. It really was.
Yeah.
It was.
I think those two songs were the best by far. Not even a question. Some of the other ones were pretty good though. Did you? One of the ones that I kind of liked was the freaking episode 2 or something. I don't even know if you remember it. It was the song they played when they were, telling the story of how the Undercity fell after Silco died,
I don't know that I remember that. Yeah, no. Now, it might sound familiar if we were to listen to it, but
probably.
Just off the top of my head, no, I can't.
How is this? This doesn't seem...
I do not recall. I don't understand why all of these pieces look fucking backwards, but it's probably because I put them on backwards.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I be doing shit like that, man. Like, I'm a fucking perpetual fuck up.
I need you to know, dude, because there's only 2 bags left. I really need you to get that done,
Oh, well, yeah.
Because, if I finish my 2 bags, and you finish your 2 bags, then we can just end our last recording session with a finished DeLorean and a finished Dragon. Wouldn't that be sick? But if you don't do that, then you're the problem, because we both know that I'm going to finish my responsibilities of this.
Yeah, but, I mean, this is just kind of something to do with my hands. I didn't really look at this as a responsibility.
It is.
Yeah, nah, dude.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, because, I'm completely turned around now.
You got it. You just got to believe in yourself. Believe in yourself?
I do not.
Believe in yourself.
I do not got
Believe in yourself.
I don't even know where I'm at, man.
Believe in yourself.
And that's disappointing because,
I found my errors. The errors in my ways. There we go. That's better.
Everything's fucking backwards.
You can do it, man. I believe in you. Well, yeah. So I think we've talked about Arcane enough. Moving on. I wanted to talk about how handicapped people apparently just cannot park for the life of them.
Well, they're handicapped.
Yeah, but if you're handicapped to the point where you can't park, you shouldn't be driving a car. Okay?
Well, I mean, what if they don't have any other means of anybody doing that for them,
It's just not... I don't care. Then figure it out, man. Go hop on a bus or something. You should not be driving if you can't park. But I don't know if you've ever noticed this. You've ever gone on a walk down the parking lot at our work.
No, yeah, I would have no reason to.
Yeah, but if you walk down the handicap section, they have the handicap spot, and they have the little section next to the handicap spot that you're not allowed to park in. That's for unloading for people wheelchairs and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I swear at least 30% of the people who are parked in handicap spots are either on the line or in that area, the unloading zone.
Yeah.
And it's it's not a huge deal, right? Because you're not taking up anyone else's actual parking spot. You're just taking up the unloading zone. So I wonder if the reason they can't park is just because they don't care, because they know it's not a big deal, or if because they actually just can't park.
Probably a little bit of both. You know, maybe it's like I'm in a fucking wheelchair if I'm not in here.
They're not. Okay, let's just be very clear. The people at our work who are parking here, maybe like one of them is in a wheelchair.
Okay, but all right, and see, there's no way for me.
I have not seen a single person in our building in a wheelchair. Have you?
Yes.
You have? Okay.
Yes.
I want to apologize to this person in a wheelchair. Have you seen multiple? Because I have never seen this person.
Look, man, just because you're not, like, full on in a wheelchair doesn't mean that you have the greatest time getting from point A to point B.
Right, but you can still park properly, man.
But, like...
Like, that's your hands going like this and your foot going like this. Like, it doesn't require, much mobility, really, to park. Like, I'm sorry. It just doesn't, man.
I'm going to hell!
Look. Like I said, it's not a big deal. Okay, it's not like they're hurting anyone else.
They're not, man. Like,
so it's not a huge deal. I just want to know why they can't park. So I just want to know.
They got bigger fish to fry, man. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop long on that. So, like, I mean, is it to the point where, like, it makes it hard for you to park?
No, like I said, it's not a big deal. Like, it's not a problem. It's like I'm going to report him to the authorities and be like, look at this guy parking poorly.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine. It's just something I've noticed. Like, every day when I walk into work, I'm just like, I count them. I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
So none of them?
None of them what?
Are parked correctly?
No, I mean, some of them are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, like I said, it was about 30%, I think, is probably about what it is.
I mean, I don't know. You just gotta pick your battles, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's not...
Yeah.
It's not a huge deal. I'm just curious. Is it because they know they can get away with it, or is it because they just actually
would you
have a hard time parking for some reason?
If you were in a wheelchair, would you be the type of guy where you're like, I don't need to park in a handicapped space. I'm just gonna park wherever?
I would probably like park in like the furthest handicapped spot. Right, so that way the people who need it more than me, because if I was in a wheelchair, like I'm fine. I don't mind taking an extra 30 seconds, to go down the sidewalk with my arms. Like that's fine. But if there's someone out there who's like 70-year-old and also in a wheelchair, like they need the closer spot.
So you're thinking of people that would be like at a bigger disadvantage than yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I would probably. I don't think I would park where I currently park. I think that'd be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But I'd probably park at like the one that's really far away.
Yeah. Now, if you had to choose, and I don't know, I'm sure we probably have had this question in the notebook at some point.
I'm worried already.
No, it's not sexual.
Really? Why was it in the notebook?
But do you think if you had to choose between being deaf or blind, do you know which you'd pick?
I mean, it's got to be deaf, right? Like, you have to listen to people talk to you?
Oh, man, I didn't even think about that.
I mean, I feel like it gives my eyes...
You could just be like...
like, because you just like turn on subtitles, and it's like all my entertainment is still there. But like, if I'm blind, I get no entertainment.
I don't know, though, man. A world without music.
Oh, yeah, you're big into the music thing.
Yeah,
I can
dude,
see that being a problem for you.
But then, a world without, being able to see another lady ever again would be equally as terrible,
I think this is supposed to be the other way.
Like, if I could never, like, see my wife again? Yeah?
I mean...
That'd be pretty shitty.
For me, looks aren't really a big deal, so I would not care.
Not even in a sexual way, but, like, even just to, like...
Wait, hold on. Everything's gone wrong. What's happening? Oh, I missed
see her smiling face, or to see my dog's dumb smiling face ever again.
I mean, it would suck, but, like, over being deaf, I think I would have to take it.
Because, like,
you're going to have to lose something.
Yeah.
So it's just like...
But then, too, though, if you go blind...
Oh, God.
There is the off chance that you would get, like, super hearing. And then you could be, like, super powered blind man swordsman. You know? Because, you know, being blind automatically makes you better at being a samurai. That's like...
Right. So I'm not entirely sure if that's true and accurate.
I've seen it, man. I've seen it so many times.
Have you ever seen it in real life?
Well, no.
Real quick question.
I don't think I have.
Okay. Alright. Okay. I mean, if that's what you're going for, I just want you to know that the odds of that happening are quite low.
Yeah, I would probably get stabbed to death in my first sword fight.
No.
Yeah. But,
don't be ridiculous.
Be a cool way to go.
You'd be sliced in half.
Yeah?
Yeah, you wouldn't be stabbed. Don't be ridiculous.
Oh, shit.
Wait, is that... Oh my gosh, are you a cereal box right now?
So, with no more Arcane to watch, do you have any other shows that you were thinking about checking out?
I mean, it's just gonna be Invincible in, like, what is it, February, I think?
Oh, yeah?
That's next on the docket there, for sure.
Man, but you're gonna need something to hold you over.
Look, I already know you're gonna start talking about Korean children.
No, I'm not gonna start talking about Korean children, although I haven't forgotten about that. But no, I want to be there when you experience that, because I want to be able to tell you I told you so. But no, man, another show based on a comic book. Have you ever checked out The Walking Dead?
I definitely heard of it. I've heard it's very, very good.
Yes. At least the first few seasons.
How does this want me to do? Oh my god. Oh.
But yeah, I would highly recommend at least the first 3 or 4 seasons of The Walking Dead.
3 or 4 seasons?
For sure. Well, I'm saying, like we said, man, it would be something to hold you over, right?
Gosh, I don't need any holding over, man. I'm going to Hawaii.
Oh, yeah, when's that?
I guess this coming Friday.
Nice. So you're like, what, for a week or what?
Yeah, I'm going to Hawaii for a week, and then I'm spending Christmas week with my family in Washington.
So you're taking 2 weeks off in a row?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, I'm sure you're ready for that.
I mean, it's whatever. It's not really that exciting, you know. I just do it every year, so it's like just kind of like the norm at this point, you know. I don't even care.
Oh, yeah, you used to balling out?
Yeah, I'm kind of just super fucking rich, you know. It's just whatever.
No, so you've been to Hawaii before?
No.
No?
I've been to Hawaii. I've been to Washington, been to Arizona, been to... Where did we go the other times? Is that it? Is it just Arizona? Feels like we should have gone somewhere else.
Now, do you guys have family in Arizona, or like, what's the...
No, we just went to the Grand Canyon.
Oh, so it was just the one time. I thought you were saying it like you've been to Arizona more than once.
No. I've been to Colorado. That wasn't with my family, though. That was just by myself.
Why'd you go to Colorado by yourself?
Because that was where I was going to college.
Oh, right. I thought... Well, no, obviously you didn't go because it's like the motherland of marijuana these days. But...
I think Oregon might have them beat now. Oregon's kind of...
Oh, yeah?
Gone off the deep end.
They smoking a lot of ganja in Oregon?
They're doing a lot more than just that.
Oh, well, yeah. Like they got a lot of homeless and stuff roaming around.
Yeah. They got a lot of interesting things going on in Oregon.
What else is going on in Oregon?
My brother lives there, so... You know? If that tells you anything.
Well, I don't know your brother, so no, that tells me nothing, actually. Oh. That tells the audience nothing. Like, what's your...
he's just like a normal guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you get a place where there's just like a normal guy.
Yeah, just a normal guy.
Yeah, like, I mean, you already know. It's bad out here.
I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, and I honestly don't know why, but there's always been something in me that's wanted to visit Portland for some reason, be in like this weird building at night, reading a book, drinking coffee.
I went to Portland while I was living here.
Yeah.
I did visit Portland. I went there for my friend's wedding. I can tell you, it's nothing really that exciting. If you've been to St. Louis,
What? No, don't compare it to St. Louis. I was born in St. Louis, man. It's gotta be something more.
It's pretty similar, man.
Come on.
I mean, it's not. I mean, I didn't like go around and like do the sights and stuff, but like it's just a city. It's just like a city where there's a whole bunch of homeless people.
Yeah.
And the bad side of town. Then you get to the good side of town. There's like fancy buildings and a museum and shit.
There's not like a bunch of cool guys standing around smoking cigarettes and like.
I mean, there's that. Is that not in St. Louis?
Well, yeah, I guess so. I don't know, man. I don't know why I have these impulses, but.
I mean, if you want to go, man. Like, I don't think anyone can stop you. And like, as we already know, we're going on our cross-country train ride, and we'll hit Portland on that, so that won't even be a big deal.
Check that out. We got.
Oh shit!
I don't know what's happening, but
he doesn't know what's happening. Oh shit! Oh shit! All right. Did you fix it? You gotta fix it. 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 You gotta fix it.
Every time I put one thing in, every time I put something back, something else pops off.
Fix it with your best shot. Well, stop touching it.
God damn it!
You can do it, man. I believe in you. Snap! I'm like making an engine or some crap. What the hell is this? Hold on, folks. We are repairing the dragon. Give us just a moment. We'll do the grand reveal.
I don't know how this was on here, but it doesn't want to go back.
Right, you want me to take a look?
I think I got it.
Okay.
I'm never going to touch it again.
Wow.
Yeah, that don't sound good. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't want to break a bunch of shit.
Oh, fuck. Okay, it was I see it. I found it. Oh shit, maybe I didn't find it. Well, I did find it, but... The dragon's not complete, folks, for those of you who haven't seen it yet, because I'm hiding it. It's not actually complete. What the fuck? Oh, there we go.
That was my problem.
Why is that?
Every time I put one thing back, something else would pop off.
It doesn't feel loose. Okay. There you go, folks. Can you see it? It's very cool. We're missing the head and... I mean, I don't think we're missing the legs, really. I think the legs just fucking... He's not that short, is he? Oh, he kind of is that short. Okay. There's a little bit more to his tail and his head, looks like, is really all we're missing here.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Some bitch. Alright.
Some bitch.
We're dragoning. Oh,
we
God.
do be dragonin. That's what they call it.
Is that, you think that's where it goes? It just snaps down in there?
Yeah. Well... I think he actually snaps this way.
Oh, so I gotta build another.
Yeah, there's a bit more of the tail here.
Yeah.
And then his head, and then I guess a foot over here as well.
Holy shit. Alright, well I gotta get snapping to pieces here.
You do. What do we got up next on our
not much,
conversation
I don't think,
topics?
man. Where are we at on time on this one?
Let's see. Oh my god.
Because I don't think there's much left. We can talk about Grappler Baki for a little bit.
Okay, who the hell is that?
Well, okay. Now, I personally consider myself a simple man when it comes to anime. I just like when they punch each other. You know what I mean? I just like the fighting parts of anime. I'm not really a slice of life kind of guy. So, if you're not a slice of life kind of guy, and you just want to see people punching and beating the shit out of each other, I would strongly recommend Grappler Baki. It's super ridiculous. Like, it takes itself serious, but it doesn't take itself serious. Like, one of the big bads in Grappler Baki was just this caveman that got frozen in ice. And the only reason that he woke up again was because one of the scientists that found him in ice also found a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Mm-hmm. And he decided he wanted to ball out, so he cooked a portion of the Tyrannosaurus. He, fried it up like a steak.
Naturally.
And the caveman smelled the cooking Tyrannosaurus and woke up. And, yeah, man. But, yeah, no, that series is just full-on guys doing karate and brutal shit to one another. But I like the main character so much because like, even though he's the main character, he's not above just, like, kicking somebody in the dick to win a fight, you know what I mean? So that's pretty cool.
Hell?
Yeah, dude, that's, like, his signature move. Like, they build up...
That's his signature move.
They built up a fight between him and a guy that they were saying was the son of Muhammad Ali, who's a famous boxer that, used to talk a lot of jive back in the day. And, I mean, they built it up for the whole season. Like, this guy showed up and started, like, he invited Grappler Baki's girlfriend out on a date and told her that he wanted to marry her, and he proposed to her and stuff, and he's like, I'm gonna beat Baki, and she's trying to warn him the whole time, like, this guy's really dangerous, you know what I mean? And, like, so he went around, like, they had this whole arc where he was going around and fighting all of the famous people that Baki had fought, and, all of those guys were basically kicking the shit out of him the entire time, too. But then he finally does have this fight that they built up with Baki for, like, the entire season. They're building up to this one, showdown that they're going to have. And as soon as they say go, Baki just kicks him in the dick and starts choking him, and they have to stop the fight. Like, it lasted, 30 seconds. It's the complete opposite of, Goku versus Frieza, where, this fight that they've built up lasts for weeks and weeks. They said, go, Baki kicked him in the dick and put him in a chokehold. And they're
was kicking in the dick allowed? If this was, a regulated fight, I would think that would be,
No, well, see, in this underground fighting tournament, anything goes. Like, there's guys that will, there's this one guy, he digs his fingers into people and then pulls out, their tendons. Like, that's his fighting style. He'll just poke you. And then pull out, they call him...
it's just that easy.
Yeah, they call him the cord cutter. Like, he's got really strong fingers, so he'll just poke you and then...
Really strong fingers, by the way. Just strong enough to just pierce your entire body and pull out your esophagus.
Yeah, if he wanted to.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Okay.
He
was the cord cutter. But, so yeah, man.
Yeah, that's fucked up, bro.
Very much. But it's a good show. But, if you want just stupid, mindless, brainless people pummeling the hell out of each other, Grappler Baki, Baki the Grappler. They got a few seasons of it on Netflix. There's.
Are they making more seasons, or did Netflix only get some of them?
No, they haven't. Well, if they're going off the source material, there's still stuff that they can animate, but I don't know if they're done completely or not just yet. But yeah, man, it's a stellar show.
I don't want to alarm anyone. This is the final bag.
Uh-oh, folks.
So
we're getting there.
I think we might have to save it till next episode. So we might have to wait a week till it's fully done.
Yeah.
But
find out next time.
It's definitely going to be happening. Find out next time on what should be December 28th, if I've done my math right. You should be watching this on December 21st, and next episode should be on December 28th. I'll be in Hawaii for neither of those days. I will be in Washington for one of them, and I'll actually be back on the other one. So.
All right. Well, hey, we appreciate you dropping by so we could philosophize in between your thighs, as we always do.
Wait, do we always do? I hope we don't always do.
Oh, yeah, man. It's usually a...
I don't know if I want... Maybe you want
Why
to
do you think I need a cigarette after each session, dude? Like, this is a...
Because you're addicted?
Well, yeah.
Aren't you going to be done with that in a month?
We'll see how that goes, man. If I figure out Excel, I might. I just might. But yeah, no, because, usually on a movie or a TV show, if somebody's doing it, they're then laying there smoking a cigarette afterwards. Yeah, it's kind of like...
Yeah, I know what you were going for there.
Yeah. It's...
No.
Yeah, we're making love to the philosophy portion of the
making love to the philosophy portion
of the viewership.
Did we really do much philosophy other than why can't people park?
Well, no. Do you want to be blind or deaf? And then what was the other one? Oh, is Infinite Tsukiyomi bad? We touched on that as well. Yeah. Which I personally maintain that, especially
I mean, I feel like you're not really quite understanding that what was happening in Arcane, at least, was all those people were losing their humanity.
Mm-hmm.
They were losing all their emotions and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they wouldn't be able to dream and have like a dream that's really cool, you know? Because like in your Naruto version, it sounds like people were like,
yeah, dude, they were
still
living
able
their
to,
best lives. Like,
well, they weren't. They were thinking their best life.
yeah, which I mean, okay,
Which would not have been the case in the Arcane version.
So those people weren't like, okay, they weren't feeling any pleasure, but were they feeling any pain?
No, they were like a robot.
Yeah, so they weren't hungry or thirsty.
Probably not.
Or nervous or scared. Or
would
stressed
assume
out about bills. I mean, I don't
Happy.
know, man.
In love.
I don't know,
No
man.
love. You can't tell me that you would be okay living a whole life with no love. You
Well,
cannot
yeah,
tell me
no,
that.
No, I guess
Not
I can't.
feeling anything when you listen to a song.
Well, yeah, or nobody even playing a song.
Yeah.
Damn.
Come
Damn
on.
it, Marcel.
Come on, you know
Damn
it's
it.
bad.
I mean, they were just chilling in the flowers, though, man. Like, they were just hanging out.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know what? You gotta have the downsides to make the good times roll. Isn't that what they say?
Oh, shit.
Make the good times... That's gonna be at the top. Can you put that in the Discord?
Make the good times roll?
Make the good times roll. Who sings that? Is that Bob Marley again?
No, I
Am I
don't think
pulling out
so.
another
No,
Bob
no,
Marley?
it wasn't that. No, it's not. We're not that fortunate. But I don't. Man,
Does it not ask me to pull the tires out? It does not ask me to pull the tires out yet. It's interesting. Who did say? Can you Google it?
make the good times roll.
I guess I could Google it. I want, dude. Is it Jimi Hendrix? It's got to be Jimi Hendrix or Bob Marley, because my dad would say it, and those are his two guys.
I think no. Well, I think. Are you thinking of that song "Only the Good Die Young"?
No, it's Make the Good Times Roll, dude. That's in the song. You're not gonna. I promise you. What is my password? I'm gonna lock myself out of my own fucking computer.
Well,
there we go.
Unfortunate.
Make the good times roll. Jimmy Allen? Who the fuck is that, man?
Well, that's anticlimactic.
No, this is 2016. This isn't right. My dad said this way earlier than 2016.
Is it "Let the Good Times"?
Louis Jordan. Let the Good Times Roll. Louis Jordan song. Let's listen to this song.
Not familiar with old Louis.
1946.
Damn.
Can we hear it? Does my computer give any sound at all? Is this on mute? We can't hear it. My computer's volume apparently just does not fucking work.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Am I
But
missing something?
what can you do?
I have volume full on everything. Okay. Well, hey, Louis Jordan, Let the Good Times Roll. Go Google it and listen to it for us, because we obviously can't. There you go. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, trial and error.
What?
You know, we
What is trial and error?
we tried it. It didn't work. That was the error. Right? Did I miss something?
You just called failing trial and error. I mean, I guess it kind of is.
Yeah,
maybe,
man.
right? Not where I was going with that. But yeah, we do want to thank you for joining us. Stay tuned next week for the last episode of the year, where we finish the DeLorean.
It's been a hell of a ride, folks. I personally want to thank all of the viewers that view regularly, whether it's Miss Jen and the marketing team, or Mama Yo right down the street, or my brother Alex all the way out in Chi-Town.
Or that other viewer that we don't know the name of because we don't know you.
Yeah,
and you just happen to
are.
watch and just not leave a single comment because you hate us. Comment.
Or, no, maybe we have a secret admirer. Maybe they're in love with us.
Then
they
comment.
Just can't bring
Comment.
themselves to tell us how much. Which, that's okay.
No, it's not. You need to comment. I need to know who you are. I need validation. Let me know you exist.
Well, hey, I'm okay with your anonymity, but yeah, if you want to give Marcel a little piece.
We'll have you on the show if you comment.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So that'll be some incentive.
Yeah, there
If
you
you comment,
go.
I want to be
Yes.
on the show. we'll give you a call on the show. Like, I'll have to email you or something. I don't know, we'll figure it out.
Okay, so then if they sent you a message but didn't reveal themselves and wanted to be a mystery guest, would you be okay with that? That'd be pretty
they would have to, like, reveal themselves somehow. They have to either give me their email or their user ID on YouTube. I don't know other way that they could notify me.
Well, but that wouldn't tell them, like, what if their YouTube ID is just, like, Cool Hank or some shit, you know? Like, what if, you know?
Well, I mean, like, if there's someone just from, like,
French Fry
Arkansas that neither one of us has ever met, then, like...
Yeah, like, what if it's
knowing
just
their name is John Doe isn't really gonna...
total happenstance, you know? They saw Diddy's picture on one of our...
They just went back and watched every episode?
Yeah.
I don't think that happened. I think I watched the numbers, and our other episodes have not increased in views.
No, the episodes afterwards, you mean?
Episodes before and after, really. I mean, the Diddy one really popped off.
Yeah, no, I thought I saw another one too where we used another celebrity, and that one had quite a few views as well.
The Batman giving oral sex one.
Oh yeah,
did pretty well. I did change that thumbnail. Did you see what I changed it to?
Yeah, it was just
it's a much cleaner version.
But it still implied the same thing.
Yeah, he still got the point across. It just wasn't as sexual. All right, well, we're gonna let you go, guys. Stay tuned next week for the grand finale of 2024.
It's been a wild ride.
It has been. We did a whole year and then some.
Yep.
Woohoo!
Yeah. So hey, per usual.
Dog, jump off bed.
Philosophy.
The scream in there was perfect.
Yeah.